Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and we have a couple more reveals to go over, including one ridiculous Mage Legendary. I think people are going to be pretty freaked out about it, especially in Wild. We'll talk about it, and it's the last couple of days of the reveals, by the way, and that means the giveaway of ours is going to be wrapping up pretty soon. For Murder Castle Nathria, I'm giving away 3 of these mega bundles, 2 regular pre-orders. All you have to do is like and comment on the video in the description below, subscribe to the channel, and if we happen to hit 55,000 subs in the next couple of days after all the reveals are done, I will give away another mega bundle. So get in there while you can, hit that sub button, making me go broke. So let's take a look at this Mage Legendary, because it is one hell of a one. Rarran, Mansion Manager, 4 mana, 3/5. Oh, it's terrible. Senjin and stats, who cares? It's an awful card. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? There's text on it. Do you know they put text on these cards and they do things? Ridiculous. Broken. They should stop that. But they don't. Anyways, after a friendly secret is revealed, cast another mage secret and gain +2/+2. So let's say I play Orion on the board. I have the counter spell up. They play a spell and it procs the counter spell. Well, then it will cast another mage secret. And my assumption is it will be a different one than that because it's another one. So it could cast explosive runes. And they're like, oh crap, I need to try and kill this minion. I play a rush minion. Well, this is already gained +2/+2 and it's 5/7. Then they play the rush minion and then that blows up. This gains another +2/+2 and it could cast another counter spell. And it can keep doing that over and over and over, and that's kind of insane. One proc on this, you're already looking at a 5/7 for 4 mana, and then it just gets worse and worse and worse after that. Like, this is going to be a really hard minion to remove if a mage can get ahead on board just a little bit with some secret protection that is hard to play around. And if you look at the standard pool of secrets right now, that's the main downside for this card, right? We only have one specific tutor that I'm aware of for mage with Arcanologist, and then you're looking at the only really good secrets right now. Explosive runes is absolutely insane. Really good secret. Counter spell, always been very good. Reliable spell, but barrier, pretty useless to a deck that wants to try and do the strategy. Also pretty bad roll off the random secret that can be cast. Oasis Allies, pretty good, but not amazing. And then we have the new secret that was revealed this expansion, then Vengeful Visage, I don't know. It's like Shadow Clone, so another one that's kind of clunky to proc. So this card, I think, is absolutely bonkers. But if you look at the support in standard for secrets, it's just not really all there, right? Like, you don't have a lot of good secret cards. Like, I'm searching by secret in Mage right now. We take a look at like neutral support. Let's take a look offhand. We have Sketchy Stranger. You can use that. That's the newest card from the set. And then, you know, Crossroads Gossiper, which is seen like no play. And then some copy cards in Sunreaver Spy. There's just not a lot of support. So this card is ridiculous. I really think this card is so good, in my opinion. Maybe you just run Orion and a couple of secrets and run that as like a mini shell in your like tempo deck. But what mage tempo deck is there, right? I think it's a really, really good card that doesn't really have a home right now in standard. I just don't see these secret cards being enough to really get it there, unless there's something we're not aware of that's coming. But if you take a look at Murder of Castle Nathria and just like the overall card pool, this isn't on the card library yet, and we have 6, 8. This is the 9th card. There's one more card coming. One more card. Even if it's a good secret card, it's probably a stretch. So in standard, despite the fact I do think this card is insane because it casts, it gets value, it can kill your opponent, it does incredible things, I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna say it still maybe pops up in a playable list somehow because the card, I think, is that good, but I just don't see enough support for it to really be a meta defining legendary yet. But I do think it's really good. In Wild, we all know Secret Mage has been ridiculous in the past. You have Mad Scientist, you have Ancient Mysteries, you have Rig Theragang, Cabal Lackey, Grey Sage, you have Cabal Crystal Runner, Curator Mage, like the Flak Runner that's like an AoE. Like, there's so many incredible secret mage cards, and that deck sees very little play right now. Is this one card enough to put it over the top? Probably not, but it's really hard to clear off early mage secrets. Like, there's so many. They cheat out early and then just slam Orion on the board. That thing's gonna kill you and give them insane value. So I don't know if it's enough to put Secret Mage on the map, but I think it's certainly good enough to see play in Secret Mage in WoW, period. I just don't know how meta reliant it'll be. I'm going to give it a 4 stars in Wild, 4 stars out of 5 in Wild. I don't think Secret Mage is going to become this tyrant again, but I do think this card is like auto include in that deck, and the deck is like decent enough that you can play it and win games. So I think the card is just really, really powerful. Again, it's just like, where's the support for it? And maybe if the new Mage Secret wasn't so like terrible, like I just don't see how after an enemy minion attacks your hero, someone to copy of it to attack the enemy hero. It's so clunky, it's so easy to play around. It'll be randomly cast, but then it doesn't get set off, right? Like it's just kind of awkward. And in Wild you have Ice Block and all these great secrets that yeah, I don't see it being a player in Standard, but I would love to hear you guys' comments on this one, because it is one hell of a card in my opinion. It just ridiculous. Have I said ridiculous? I said ridiculous. And we have a Druid card here that is just ridiculous. These 2 cards are insane. New Druid Epic card, Widowbloom Seedsman, a 4 mana 3/2. So pretty dreadful stats, you know, not particularly great, but it's got Battle Cry, draw a nature spell. That's really good. Nature spells are like Nourish, and we got new nature spells that are really good. It's a specific tutor. That's solid. And you also gain an empty mana crystal. So couple this with Bran, you're getting 2 wild growths, draw 2 spells. We're just standing at 4. This is incredibly good. I already made a tweet about this, even though the card just came out. I'm not active on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. I said, I love this card. Please delete alignments, because I just like, this makes alignment better, right? Like you can curve into Nourish a bit better. You can draw cards that you can abuse with alignment better. I'm fine with Ramp Druid. I love Ramp Druid. I love ramping and playing big, stupid stuff. I just don't like the game ending because somebody played alignment. And I would love for Widowbloom Seedsman to be one of those payoff cards for ramping. It's a reward for ramping, playing that style of archetype, not alignment. But regardless, enough of my rant. You've heard me bitch about that card enough. This card is an absolute like auto include in any standard Druid list that wants to ramp. It just is. It's so good. You're gaining an empty mana crystal. It's not a full one, so it's not like Guff, but you're ramping, you're drawing, you're getting a bit of board presence. If you're playing an alignment deck, you're ramping after alignment, which is also pretty powerful. It's just an insanely strong card. If it wasn't for the fact it's only a ramp Druid card, I would probably give this a 5 in Standard. But as it is only for that style of archetype, it's not auto include in like every Druid deck, period. Like let's say Nature Studies, that would be like a 5-star card for me. That was like in everything. This is like a 4-star, really, really strong ramp card. And in Wild, it would be if Oaken Summons was not so freaking broken. And you're going to play Oaken Summons instead of Widowbloom or Overgrowth, or you just don't need it in Wild. Yeah, because you don't want to draw this off at Oaken Summons. You want to hit Vargoth, you want to hit Injured Marauder, you want to hit your big taunt, stay alive, and all of that. This is just an absolutely incredible card. In Standard, 4 stars. Yeah, alignment, can we do something about it, please? So that's all the cards for now. There'll be another review later this evening, and then tomorrow we might have all the cards. Theory Crafting is the day after tomorrow, so stay tuned, guys. There's a lot coming up. There's a lot more cards, and get in on that giveaway. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day. Stay salty, my friends.